see a new bridge opened over the Waters River after Endicott Street. Things have been a mess during the midday because of that. I'm Kristen Eck in the WBZ News Radio Traffic Copter.
Rob Hackler, WBZ's Traffic on the Freeze.
And for the rest of the afternoon into the evening hours, there is a chance you could see some snow squalls or maybe some and the anti-lynching movement. Coming up in the news at 4 o'clock, some new executive orders from President Biden today. We'll talk about those.
Shows about nature, science, history, travel, and pretty much anything else you want to learn about. Spark your curiosity on any device that can stream video. Learn more and sign up today at Curiosity.
Majority Leader Chuck Schumer making that announcement earlier today. President Biden was asked about the timeline here.
I haven't heard the detail of it, but I do think that having some time to get our administration up and running.
Now, Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell says he wants to postpone the trial till next month. He says he wants to give the former president some time to get his legal team together, prepare his case. The House impeaching Mr. Trump on a single charge of incitement of insurrection, the deadly attack on the Capitol back on the 6th. 401 black clergy coming together today in Boston's Roxbury neighborhood to get their first shot of the Moderna vaccine. Frederica Williams is the president and CEO of Whittier Health. She says they feel confident in the vaccine and they are listening to the community's concerns.
We were excited as people of color ourselves in leadership. We needed to feel comfortable with it.
It's a state one, but hopes other facilities in the city will take note.
But those things happen. I mean, sometimes freezers, temperatures, and what you want it to be. Sometimes someone opens a vial without having a plan for the rest of the doses, so sometimes that can happen. But again, generally, we need everyone to take care, especially those clinical providers, and the ones we're working with want to avoid any kind of situation like that.
It appears a freezer plug was undone by a cleaning crew. The mayor of Boston has not taken questions, by the way, since he was nominated to be Secretary of Labor. At City Hall.
From power tools, cleaning supplies, and Igloo water coolers to laundry detergent, mini fridges and ladders were recovered by a coalition of New Bedford, Wareham, and State Police on Thursday. There was such a payload of stolen items found that authorities had to utilize a truck to bring it all back to the Wareham Police Department. The investigation began on January 14th when detectives were notified of an ongoing larceny issue at the Wareham Lowe's.
Justin Trudeau, the Prime Minister of Canada, now warning his government could impose some...
Every country has its purchase order and every country is doing its own distribution. And that setup is part of what has set the preconditions for this instance of vaccine tourism.
And Professor Cohen says as long as some people have plenty of money to do this and some areas have more vaccines than others, those who have that cash will make the trip. All right, 4:08. We are done for the week on Wall Street. Let's check it out and see how we did in Bloomberg Business. Here's Andrew O'Day.
Wall Street investors thought about the new state and local business restrictions to stem COVID spread as much as they thought about the push for more federal pandemic relief funds and the so far pretty strong corporate earnings reporting season. And that helps explain the mixed results we see from the street today. Dow closes down 179, NASDAQ up 12, S&P 500 down 12. Roughly the same number of stocks moved up as down. Reporting season. And that helps explain the mixed results we see from the street today. Dow closes down 179, NASDAQ up 12, S&P 500 down 12. Roughly the same number of stocks moved up as down. Many companies have paid their employees extra money for working through the pandemic. Today, Bank of America joins the list. Company announces a special bonus, $750 for eligible staff who earn $100,000 a year or less, while higher paid employees will receive stock awards. Andrew O'Day, Bloomberg Business on WBZ, Boston's News Radio.
You didn't know that your smart speaker can play the news?
You're not very bright, are you?
No, I'm not. Now you know. Tell yours to play WBZ News Radio on iHeartRadio.
This story is called The Ugly Truth About Timeshares. If you think you've done your family a favor by buying a timeshare, well, you need my help. Hello, I'm Chuck McDowell, founder and CEO of Wesley Financial Group. 10 years ago, I started helping folks cancel their timeshare. And the process started what's now called the timeshare cancellation industry. Timeshare is the only thing that you can buy that you can't tell me how much it's going to cost or when it's going to end. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check. to fill out any amount they want for annual maintenance and assessment fees.
969-1199.
Hello, beautiful. I'm Amy Eric, founder of Madison Reed, a hair color company I named after my daughter.
Pause for a minute. Either way, I can help you save some cash the next time you make a pit stop over at the gas station. Get Upside is a free app. It gives you cash back on gas every time you fill up, and you'll get up to 45 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill up with promo code WBZ and up to 2030.
Jason Tatum has been ruled out for this one after being removed from COVID protocol this week. Major League Baseball icon Hank Aaron has passed away today at the age of 86. Head coach Bruce Cassidy said he suspects he'll play tomorrow night. Brian Antonelli, WBZ, Boston's News Radio.
And it's 4:13. We've got our share of troubles out there on the road, so let's take a look now in traffic and weather together. Subaru retailers of New England cooling off a bit for sure in Boston. We've got those gray skies out there, and right now in the city it's about 40. And we've got that wind coming in from the west at 14 miles an hour, giving emergency use authorization for its vaccine in the next few weeks. Well, 4:16 in Boston, City Councilor and mayoral candidate Andrea Campbell says she wants the city to study the feasibility of starting ferry service out to Long Island. That, of course, is where homeless shelters and drug recovery
Drug users congregate near shelters and recovery centers. And it never looked like this. Even in the days and years it was hard. There weren't needles in my park. There weren't people laying on the street.
One or two. Plenty are choosing to double up, as we saw from Transportation Secretary Nom Pete Buttigieg at the inauguration. He wore two. Dr. John Brownstein is an infectious disease specialist at Children's Hospital in Boston, and he actually is a proponent of this idea of double masking. White House this afternoon, Press Secretary Jen Psaki said one of the president's nominees cleared a big hurdle.
The president is very happy to see that Janet Yellen, the first woman,
to him before he could even inspect the damage. Martin said